Hi, this is Ty West, and you're watching Trailers from Hell. We're going to talk about Sneakers, a movie I hesitate to call a guilty pleasure because it's a better movie than that. But this is one of those movies that it's very hard for me to express. I'm going to do the best I can why I like this movie so much. But it's somehow this movie just connects with me in a way that I think it's a really amazing screenplay. It's really well directed. It's an amazing ensemble cast. And personally, I just love movies about experts. And I love movies about experts being challenged because there's something about watching people that are very confident and smarter than you having trouble with something, because it really puts it on a pedestal of how important it must be. And I also like movies about people who are in like a situation that seems impossible to get out of. And usually that has to do with the government or something like that, where no matter what you do, they're never going to stop coming after you. And this movie has both those things. And I love this movie.
This LTX-71 concealable mic is part of the same system that NASA used when they faked the Apollo moon landings. Worked for them, shouldn't give us too many problems.
They break and enter.
How are we doing?
So one thing about the Sneakers trailer is that it's not good. And I think that it's very inaccurate to what the movie is, because the movie is just like a drama. I don't want to say sophisticated drama because it's probably rated like PG and really for the broadest audience possible, but it's about something interesting. I think they say it here in the trailer, where it's about,
So people hire you to break into their places to make sure no one can break into their places?
It's a living.
Not a very good one.
And I just think that's kind of a brilliant setup.
They've got a new client.
National security agents.
The whole cast is like really amazing actors who are known for doing serious sort of grown-up movies. It's interesting to see them put in what is sort of a hijinks kind of movie that takes itself very seriously.
They may not want the job,
Liz, I need your help.
I will not be dragged back into your world.
but they don't have a choice.
There's something about it that is like, I can never get tired of watching this movie. I think anyone out there who feels that way, it's like C-Tech Astronomy is a weird name that always resonates in my head from this movie. One actually funny thing about this movie is it kind of in the Redford canon of movies where he goes out to get food and then screws over everybody he's with. So the opening scene of this movie, he goes out to get a pizza, and that's how his friend Ben Kingsley gets arrested and starts the whole disaster that is this movie. And then in 3 Days of a Condor, he goes out to get, I think, coffee, and then everyone in his office is killed. So I always thought that was a weird parallel, that he did two movies that have similar setups like that. But I don't know, he's Robert Redford, I guess he can do what he wants. He has all this it has the blind character who's really great at breaking code. It has River Phoenix, who's like kind of the charming, like young guy of the group. Robert Redford's like the old guy who's been there and done that. Sidney Poitier is like the guy with sense. And it always has that kind of like this is one last job kind of vibe. It just has everything that I like out of these caper kind of movies. But I think it's really intelligently done. And it's also Dan Aykroyd in a relatively serious role, which is always fun to see people who are known for doing really absurd comedy play it straight. Even though this movie is very funny, it takes itself seriously, which few movies do nowadays. And so that's what I really appreciate about this movie. It's a movie that I think if you haven't seen, or it's a movie if I find that people haven't seen, I get really excited to show it to them. And it has some really great moments. I think it's just a very solid, good movie.